Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the career and finance energy for the sign of Aquarius for the month of August. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now we're going to do something a little bit differently here. We're going to just allow 5 cards to pop out like that. And we're going to do a 5-card spread like we do for these career. Do keep in mind as well, Aquarius, that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. Make sure you're using the link below. I'll never contact you for a reading or ask you for money or anything like that. I've also launched a Patreon, so if you want to support me there, you can definitely consider becoming a Patreon. And I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely follow me there. But, all right, with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading here. Now, let's make sure everything's in view. All right. Looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Knight of Wands. So this card's been coming up for a lot of different people in this month. I do feel like this is going to be an energetic month, if you will, a sort of fiery month full of passions for a lot of people. I think you included here, Aquarius. So this Knight of Wands is one of my high skill cards. I really feel like this is the maverick in the tarot. They're kind of like the jack of all trades. They kind of have that ability about them. You can kind of see that the way that they are. This is also somebody who, like the King of Wands, follows their passions. And they live their life with spontaneity, which is an excellent energy to live with because you're kind of working with the universe as a spontaneous person. Now, more importantly, the Knight of Wands can indicate a traveling situation, like you might be changing residence or just literally traveling, something like that. Some of you could be moving for a job or a situation like that coming in here with that card coming up on the bottom. So, okay, so especially because you have this 8 of Wands, which we'll get into, another card of travel. So right away, your overall message for the month of August is the High Priestess. So this is telling you to listen to your intuition, follow your soul here. What messages are coming forward for you? This is a card of hidden knowledge coming to the surface. It's more importantly the intuition card, I think, is what I'm trying to say here, which is you may get some sort of intuitive hit this month around this passion of yours, around a move that you've been wanting to make, whether it's physical location or distance, or, a move that you've been wanting to make in your career. It could involve you staying where you are local, physically, but, you may want to change career or something. Listen to the messages that are coming up for you. This is also, by the way, the divine feminine, because the intuitive side of ourselves, which we all have, is the feminine side of ourselves. And so this High Priestess is telling you to tap into that. And it's a really nice card. I like it. I like the High Priestess. There may be something hidden coming out here for you around your career situation. You have the 8 of Wands as well. So this is the kind of the first week of the month or the beginning of the month. This is a really nice card. It's quick moving energy that brings about good news. This is typically like this idea of getting unstuck, getting out of the mud. But it's good news and it's arriving quickly. It's like happening now and it's accelerated motion towards some sort of goal. And take a look at this. You have this 8 of Wands into the 9 of Wands. That is a nice progression there. And so you perhaps are going to start off this this month, with a fire under you. Start off this month with a fire under you, and I feel like you shooting out of the gates here. And the thing is, if you get kind of stuck along the way with this 9 of Wands, this 9 of Wands is telling you to keep persevering, okay? Keep going. It's not a time to give up. You're almost at the finish line. To get the 8 into the 9 of Wands, your manifestation here is so close to happening. Aquarius, whatever it is. And for you, it's like, it's important for you to keep going this month. And I do feel like you'll get some help from these wands, but don't stop yourself. So obviously we have this High Priestess in the middle, which we've talked about. Then we have the Justice card, two major arcanas next to each other. The Justice card is the Libra card, but it's the karmic scales. You can see the scales here on the card balancing out. And typically it tips in your favor, especially if you have acted with integrity. It's definitely a great sign if you have done the things you need to do and you have not started any fires with anyone that are unnecessary or anything like that. But this is a card of good times ahead. If you are acting with integrity, if you have good karma, it's kind of saying that you get the outcome you deserve, right? And so it could go bad, it could go one way or the other, like the scales. But then lastly here, you have the Nine of Swords. Like I said, this is you blocking yourself, okay? Two nines, so we have two nines here, and this is the idea that this person's kind of having a nightmare, okay? They're staying up late at night, they think all of these swords are going to fall into them, but actually none of them do. And so it talks about making something out to be a lot worse than it actually is. But let's go ahead and start to clarify this even more. I'm going to get 3 more cards. Can we get 3 more cards for Aquarius, please? 3 more cards. There we go. Love to see that. 9 of Cups, fulfillment of a wish. Love to see that. Like I said, your manifestation is so close. Now we have 999, 999, which is nice. Page of Swords, definitely can't give up, okay? There may be a setback. There may be a setback. But let's see what else we have here. Yep, I think that's the one that wants to come out. And you're going to charge right through any sort of barrier here in the way. The good news is, here's the good news about being in your own way, is that you can easily get out. Okay, it's not like, I don't feel like someone's stopping you here. Okay, I feel like you are. And this, I will also say, a message that has been coming in for a number of signs this month, which is us being our own worst enemy as a collective right now. And, you know, with this 9 of Cups and this 8-9 progression, like basically being at the finish line, the thing about the 9s is, and you have 3 of them, the 9 means that like you are so close because it comes right before the last card in the tarot. 9s in tarots mean you're like just almost there. And to get 3 of them is a big deal. So, something is being completed here very soon. Whether it might not be in August, but the things that you do in August might set you up for an amazing September. Something like that is what I'm feeling. The reason why it might not be in August, but you're not supposed to stop, you're not supposed to give up, is because this Page of Swords can represent delays. It can also mean getting curious about your path, but I don't feel like that's the problem. I feel like you're not just curious, you're like passionate here with not 8, 9, and then Knight of Wands. I feel like you're passionate, and so it's not about like needing to get curious for you. It's about weathering the storm. It's about continuing moving on, moving forward, you know, even though there might be a roadblock or delay. And with the Chariot, this is, you know, self-discipline. It's a big victory and success because of something you've done. As above, so below. As you put the work in on Earth, it happens in the universe, and vice versa. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video. If you click that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Aquarius, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Hope things are going well for you. Now, we have 2 cards here that once you pop out, you have Wisdom. This is the Hierophant in this deck. And then you have Truth. Wow. Judgment. Again, 20 comes before 21. 21 is the last of the major arcana. Do you see the theme that's building here, Aquarius? You are almost there. This is so clear to me that there's something here that you are just hoping to have come through, and it's so close. Your manifestation is almost here, is what I have to say. Let's get at least one more card for Aquarius. Wow. That's, I think, it for sure. Yep, have hope. You have the Star card, hope. Hope and optimism for the future, good times ahead. It's also a wish fulfilled. You have 2 wish cards here. Let's get at least one more. Okay, patience. Remember, have patience here. Patience and planning. Not a time to give up, just a time to be potentially patient. I want one more card, please. Yeah, I think that was it, right? Okay, 9. Yeah, 9 of Swords coming back in. You are suffering in silence. What can you do about that? You can commune with the universe. The crown chakra is the top chakra. It's above your head. It's right above your head. This is your spiritual center. This is your ability to receive information from the universe, from your guides, from God, whatever you believe in. It's where downloads come in. And so you know what? You may want to take time in quiet meditation or contemplation or prayer or take a nature walk or do something here to open up that channel, because right now, you're supposed to have hope for the future. Hope and optimism is going to be your best friend this month, Aquarius. Wow. Wisdom, Hierophant, something within an organization or a mentor. It's also a spiritual organization. I feel like some of you need a spiritual practice here for sure to help you with your finances. I know it sounds a little convoluted, but sometimes you get, messages. If you're really in tune, you can get messages. Truth is sort of like this, a ruling or a judgment coming down from the universe that puts you onto a path of awakening or an inner calling or a rebirth. And for sure, for you, this is happening here. For you, I feel like the truth is realizing that there may be a roadblock, but it's not the end. It's not the end. You're so close to the end. Okay, you're so close to the end, and you're so close to finishing something here. Don't give up. And suffering in silence, the 9 of Swords coming in again. That's just a perfect phrase to sum up the 9 of Swords. It can mean isolation, but it's like mental anguish. Like what is going on here for you where you're kind of like, you're the roadblock, okay? Do you need to reach out for help from someone? You might need to, with the official person coming through here. That's also my HR card. Do you need to ask? Like, what is going on here for that? So let's see what else we have. Do you need to reach out to someone? Some of you may, with mature women as well. I mean, let's see. Let's get at least 3 more cards here for Aquarius. Thank you. Okay, so bad health in this case is that 9 of Swords. There's no question about it. It's that mental anguish that you are going through. Okay, you have toil and labor. Been working hard. You're going to get quick word on this work that you've done. Is that it? I think this is it as well. Main, female, maybe not. Like, can we get one more, please, to clarify main, female? There it is. Expectation. Okay, actually, I think it just wanted to go over toil and labor. You have an expectation towards really hard work. And perhaps there's someone in your life that's also expecting that. Although I feel like your own expectation is the roadblock here, if I had to guess. Now we do see people coming in with mature woman, official person, and main female. You may just need to reach out with suffering in silence. There probably are people that could help you. One of them could be HR or something like that, or somebody who's in a uniform, something like that. Bad health is this, your fears getting in the way. And I feel like that's the only thing that's stopping you from getting to the 10, because we have all these 9s. You're so close. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon, and I will see you in the next one.